Good morning, it's October 1st and it is about 11 o'clock in the morning right now, and I just wanted to share the current state of the garden. I did go to the garden center the other day and picked up a few things. I have a aspirational picture that I'm working on for this particular area here. It included those two arborvitaes, the golden arborvitaes. I don't remember the exact name, I'll put it on the screen. Escallonia here, a trailing rosemary, and then I got some stock just for fun to replace some of the other petunias. I have not been on my petunia care this year. I've only fertilized them a couple times and I only did budworm a couple times, so they are looking pretty rough. One of the other things I've thought about or changed my mind on is this skyrocket juniper. Now originally I had it on the other side of the yard. I was going to replace that green pot over there with the skyrocket and move the green pot. I still plan to move the green pot, but I decided that from my aspirational picture that this would look better. I'm still making the decision on whether or not this trellis belongs here. This I got from Gardener Supply. It's a little on the tall side, but I couldn't get it really in the ground, and I thought it'd be fun to have a vine going up it. The rain just really perked things up. Everything seems clean and really nice. Some of the plants have started to rebound after all the heat, so I'm kind of happy to see how all of this is going. This is also a boxleaf euonymus, but it is a variegated euonymus. Let me see if I can get close enough for you to see that. It's really pretty. I have 3 of them here. It gets about 1 by 1, so they're not full size yet, but they are getting there and they stay a nice mounding habit, and I thought they look really pretty there. I did pick up 2 more orange rockets at the garden center the other day because I do plan to plant a couple more in here. The other item I have here is a couple of Rudbeckias that I plan to put here in this spot. This orange rocket is not getting enough sun, so I plan to either lift it and put it here, or I may move it to the other side of the blue arrow and have a second one flanking it. I was going to move the Rosa Sharon, the pillar, over here and move this Amistad further back because I don't like the way this looks, and I think the pillar from a distance disappears behind the blue arrow. As you can see when you're looking at it down this path, I'd really rather see the Rosa Sharon kind of popping up right there. I have lots of big ideas. Always have big ideas here. This area is looking good. I have wanted to kind of go back through and dig some of this stuff up, and we're trying to remove the roots from the redwood. You can see we tried to clean up the redwood duff. I don't know what this stuff is called actually, but the dead stuff that falls off of the redwood, we were trying to clean that up. Anyway, I was planning to dig some of this up, trying to remove some of the roots from the redwood, but there are a lot of baby foxgloves, at least I'm pretty sure these are foxgloves, that are growing up, some that are a little bigger than others. I want to dig up the iris patch, thin it, move the iris around a little more. Oh, I have more information for you. An update on my Asian pear. You can see there's a hole. I lost the tree. I dug it up and I was told what I see was a root knot, and when I looked it up it seemed to be root knot nematode, so I removed the soil. I've never had nematodes in my garden before, so I don't know where they came from. I was looking at the options for eradicating or taking care of it, and I watched quite a few videos, read quite a few things, and basically decided that I was going to stick with the worm castings. Oh, here's a little update on the lavender, and it continues to look interesting. As you can see here, these ones have finally flushed back and they're full of beautiful color, and there's quite a few bees running around on them, but this one continues to have very limited growth, and as you can see here that it continues to be half here, all of this one, and almost half of that one. And I believe it is because of the shade from this tree, the Chinese pistache, in the afternoon. Purple pony looks amazing. Neighbors, Japanese maple looks great. I have like high hopes that they'll crisscross, and I really thought the visual of the green with the purple or the black colored leaves would look really pretty as intermixed. The vegetable garden is looking good. We bought a VEGO bed to put here. So my plan is to test this out and see how it goes next year with the fabric pot sitting behind it. That way I can kind of see whether or not the plants do better. My little experiment is looking really nice. I think basically all you can really see is the bacopa. The daisy plant isn't as visible now, but the Gara looks nice. I plan to put the Gara in the flower box. Okay, a quick update on the marigolds. So they are infested with leafhoppers, and I have been trying to treat them, but you can see the level of damage in here, the white leaves, and I'm really unsure how to manage it. I've been trying to research it. I've been treating with different organic pesticides. I've considered getting some of the beneficial insects. I don't know if I can win this, but it is a horrible infestation and they are everywhere. Okay, the last quick part of our tour, we have the vegetable beds, which I have cleared primarily out. I have been desperately waiting to remove these, but I keep finding ladybug larvae, and look who's visiting. We have ourselves a praying mantis. I've spotted him a few times. And the last thing is the limelight hydrangea, which I am super happy with. It has really come into its own, but I do love just what a beautiful, just striking look it has. Oh, and the chitalpa. This is where I plan to put the chitalpa. Now, it has not gone into the ground because after removing the Asian pear, I found out that you could move the soil. Well, we had used the same shovel, had not sanitized it, so I've been kind of letting it solarize. I put down diatomaceous earth in both locations, and I do have worm castings to put down. Anyway, the plan is to put that here. It'll get 5 by 5, and I think it'll be a nice pairing with this one. Anyway, it was an impulse purchase. Don't do impulse purchases, especially something that gets this big. I think that's all for today. Thank you for joining me for the tour. Looking at